10 weeks ago, Evander Kane suffered a severe wrist injury against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Tomorrow night, he will face them again. How will he do? All that and more coming up on Lubed. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Gene Edwards. You are watching Lubed for January the 18th, 2023, as the Edmonton Oilers get set to take on the Tampa Bay Lightning. More so, Evander Kane gets set to meet Patrick Maroon again. All that and more coming up shortly. I do want to discuss last night's live feed disaster that happened. This microphone is patched into a soundboard, and I did several tests prior, and for whatever reason, my audio did not come out. So those of you that joined me and didn't get the audio last night, I deeply, deeply apologize. It's a work in progress. I am going to use a Yeti going forward on my live feeds, because that'll be directly connected right into my PC, and I'm not going to play around with the soundboard until I can figure that out a little bit more, and that'll probably be when I have time, which will probably be the All-Star break. So again, guys, I do apologize, and I thank all you guys out there, because I didn't lose a subscriber after that fiasco, which was quite amazing. So thank you, guys, and thank you for your comments and your kind comments on my message board. That being said, we got a game tomorrow. The Edmonton Oilers take on the Tampa Bay Lightning, and this is going to be an interesting one. I wonder how Evander Kane is going to play tomorrow night. Is he going to play with a little, I don't know, PTSD, I guess, a little bit? Like, he suffered an amazing injury. An injury that I wonder how he is really, truly recouping, if he's ever going to get all his feeling back, if he's going to get that wrist movement. When you sever that, when you have a cut that bad on your wrist, I know personally from when I broke my ankle last year, I still have like numbness in certain areas of my foot. And that was just an ankle break. It wasn't a sever. So I'm hoping Evander is healing well. He looked okay yesterday when he played. Like, he looked like he had a lot of strength, especially on his backhands. But who knows, right? And then, you know, how is he going to face up against Patrick Maroon? I know it was like I'm not blaming Patrick Maroon for this at all. This was definitely 100% an accident. And it just so happened to be a very horrible injury that came out of it. So we'll see how Evander plays tomorrow night. Getting into other news, I know the City of Edmonton is known for naming streets and avenues and drives and whatever after former ex-Edmonton Oilers like Wayne Gretzky. I think it's Drive. That used to be Capilano Freeway. Mark Messier Trail, which used to be St. Albert Trail. I know that from when I lived there. But now they're really going over the top. They want to name a snowplow after Connor McDavid. They want to name it Connor McBladed. Yeah, Connor McBladed. He was asked about this in the media this afternoon, and he kind of got a good chuckle. And one thing that I like what Connor McDavid said, he goes, that's why it's so amazing to play in the city of Edmonton, because they are so passionate about hockey and this kind of stuff. So, you know, I know you always hear, oh, Connor McDavid is going to head out. He's only going to put up with so much. You know what? I think Connor McDavid actually loves the city. He loves the passion for the hockey. And, you know, unless he's just talking the talk and, you know, I think he's going to be here for a long time as long as we give him the contracts. And as long as we also keep his ride or die, Leon Draisaitl, on board, I think he will be here for quite a while. Okay. Let's get into tomorrow night as the Edmonton Oilers take on the Tampa Bay Lightning and some of the trends going. I just have trends for the Edmonton Oilers, and there's two hot trends as they are 4-0 in their last 4 overall. Yes, that's right. The Edmonton Oilers finally hit a 4-game winning streak, and it's it's over half of the season right now, and they finally hit a 4-game winning streak. So you can tell that the Oilers have had their struggles this year. And they are also 4-0 in their last 4 versus the Atlantic. And that's the only trends I got. I don't have any trends for the Tampa Bay Lightning. We'll go into the consensus pick. Well, actually, first of all, I'll go into who's hurt and who's hurt and not going to be playing tomorrow. So Ryan Murray for the Oilers. Kyler Yamamoto is now, I guess, on the injury reserve, long-term injury reserve, and it just says undisclosed. So I don't know what's going on with him. And for the Tampa Bay Lightning, they just have one player, Nick Perpix, and it's undisclosed, and he is questionable. So they got a pretty healthy roster going into tomorrow night. As far as the consensus pick goes, they have the Edmonton Oilers winning this one at 57%, which kind of surprises me a little bit. But these lines, I believe, just opened a little while ago. How many picks were there? It doesn't really tell me on the picks, but when I first popped this graphic up, it was actually 100% Tampa Bay, and there was only one vote. And that was about half an hour ago. So it is a fresh consensus on covers. Okay, let's dive into the stats comparison for today. And one of the immediate stats that really stood out for me was Andrei Vasilevskiy's record. He has a .918 save percentage. That's fine. But the fact that he has 0 shutouts this year was the one that really actually stood out for me, considering Andrei Vasilevskiy is quite possibly the best, if not the best, goaltender in the world, and he doesn't have a shutout over halfway through the season. As far as the team records go, the Tampa Bay Lightning have a record of 28-13-1 and a away record of 11-9-0. Meanwhile, the Edmonton Oilers have a record of 25-18-3. And they are 500 at home with 11-11-2. This should be a good one. This should be a really good game. As far as the money puck goes, the Edmonton Oilers are now at 89.7% to make the playoffs this year. That's a warm and fuzzy feeling for me because they need to make the playoffs. They have to. And you know that, guys. They have to make the playoffs. We can't have arguably the two best players in the game not making the playoffs. It's an injustice to hockey. It just is. What else do we got here? Okay, let's get into the standings. So Edmonton still retain the number 1 spot. I believe Calgary is playing tonight, so they may get bumped again by the end of the night. But right now, they currently hold the number 1 wild card spot, and hopefully continue rolling the way they are rolling. As far as my countdown to extinction goes, ever since I started this, they have not lost. So it's still at 13 games, guys. Let's hope. Let's hope that they keep it at. Well, eventually they are going to lose. When, I don't know. But eventually they will lose. There's no way that they were going to go 40-0 at the beginning point of my countdown there. Anyway, guys, we're going to try going live again tomorrow. Like I say, it's a work in progress. It's a week into its infancy. But it is something that I will get right eventually. I'm hoping tomorrow night we can start off with the first one. So please join me at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that would be 10 p.m. for you folks in Alberta. Those of you who happen to be watching me for the very first time tonight and enjoy the content I bring, feel free to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And as for all of the rest of you guys, thank you again for supporting me. And as always, stay healthy, stay happy, stay hydrated. We will talk tomorrow, maybe. Just kidding, guys. We will talk tomorrow on the live feed. We'll talk soon. Have a good night, guys.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the back bed, I'll show you what happens. Pass me the mic and I'll show